Okay, so I'm heading to the Tribe pop-up shop. There's Rebecca in the back somewhere. And, she wants to say hi again. I'm getting ready to drop off some shirts. Yeah, so as you know, I like doing stuff. And today I'm doing some awesome stuff. I put together my studio in the basement, so you'll all see some pictures of that in this clip in a bit. Probably right. Okay, so those are the pictures to my new studio. Hope you all like it, hope you all think it's cool. I think it's amazing personally. My buddy John helped me out. Don't tell him I told you that. And yeah, so let's get into the Tribe shop, shall we? I don't know, maybe.
Here we go.
Are you ready?
No
it's recording now, but that way I don't have to get back up. Let me know when you're ready.
Here we are.
Right.
Ready.
Okay, hold on. Let's look at the angles here, see where we are. I usually come a little closer, actually. Make sure you're in frame fully. Okay, boom. There we go. All right. There we go. We'll extend the back. There it is. Chest out, back straight. Boom. Cool. Okay, so one more. So, who are you?
I'm Andrea Nicole. I am a curator, songwriter, singer, one of the owners of Tribe Pop-Up in Washington, D.C., brand new.
What is Tribe Pop-Up?
Tribe Pop-Up is a collective of several different small businesses from the DMV area.
Okay. So, does Baltimore count as the DMV?
Absolutely.
Are you sure?
I am positive.
What about like Frostburg, Maryland? Is that also part of the DMV?
Yes.
Ah, okay.
D.C., Maryland, Virginia.
Ah, so there's no end cap.
Nope.
Okay. So what made you want to do a collective shop and name it Tribe?
Well, Tribe, of course, family-oriented, you know, a sense of togetherness. And I feel like as a people, as a unit, people need to come together a lot more, especially if they have like-minded ideas and thoughts and things they need to move together. And I feel like people are just more successful when they come together and work. Makes more sense to me.
So what is your end goal with this?
End goal? Well,
big picture, broad picture,
big
on the
picture.
moon, shoot the stars.
I'd love for Tribe to be a household name. Not just a household name, but in several other cities along the East Coast, West Coast, even the world. It needs to represent the coming together of small businesses and them working together to achieve a huge goal.
So what's your favorite thing about Tribe so far?
My favorite thing about Tribe, I think it's meeting new people. All of you as vendors are just so quirky and, you know, it's a great kind of weird, well, any kind of weird to me.
You got to be crazy to think you can run a business, you know.
You do.
Start a business, you have to be nuts.
You absolutely do. I second that because I'm probably nuts. Because it seems crazy to everybody. And I get it. It is. But I would definitely say, like, the different personalities, the different artists that we're running into, whether musically or visually, it's pretty interesting.
Okay.
Pretty interesting.
Okay. So you said you're one of the owners. How many are you?
Owners. So it's three total.
Three, okay.
There's Jasmine.
Looking for a fourth?
Possibly.
Okay, please continue, sorry.
Maybe.
So you gotta put the pressure when it's on camera. Then, you know, it's just, when you drop
so he can quote me.
You gotta drop the bomb on it.
Right there.
There it is.
Possibly. It's possible. Anything's possible, you know? You can't leave anything I can. But, yeah.
But yeah, so you said there's three of you all.
Three of us. There's me, Andrea, there's Jasmine, and there's also Aisha.
How'd you all meet?
Asia I've known for years now. We actually started a skincare company together called Buddy Babes LLC. And then Jasmine, I just met this past year when I was a part of a previous, well, we both were part of a previous pop-up shop in this year. Yeah.
Nice. So you call it a pop-up shop.
Yeah.
Is it a certain time of day, certain day of the week, certain months? How do you run this thing?
Pop-up for us in this moment is meaning we're literally just here Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Okay.
10 a.m. to 10 p.m. And then pop-ups usually mean you don't have long leases. So we're just here for a couple months, and then we may migrate to another space and check out something else. Who knows?
Okay. Do you host any events here?
Yes, we have several events. We do artist showcases, open mics. So artist showcase. So if you're a local band or artist that is just, up and coming or just trying to find your way, and you need a space to have your show, and you want a space to invite your friends or family to come see what you've been working on. You're releasing an album, an EP, or whatever. You can rent out our space to have that here.
So I take pictures and stuff like that. It's called Shutter Gold, shuttergold.me is apparently the website. You don't have to check it out if you don't want, but the links will be downstairs if you want to take a look at it. You're more than welcome to. I'm not saying you have to though, but if you want.
Shameless plug.
It's totally shameless. I have no shame in my game. I'm just throwing it out there. So if I want to do a photo showcase here,
you could.
I can do something like that. Oh, okay.
Absolutely. See this wall right here? Look at this floor.
Okay.
We have this whole wall. Yeah. And as a vendor of Tribe, that's one of the benefits.
Oh, I'm a vendor of Tribe. I didn't even know that. Oh my gosh. Wow. Another plug.
Here.
Wow.
We carry Netter Go's products here.
Where's here?
733 11th Street, Northeast. Zip code is 20002, Washington, D.C.
Okay.
So, heart of H Street, smack them in the middle of it.
Okay. So what you're telling me here, is if someone wants to reach out to you,
yes,
okay, and learn more about you and understand more about you, how do they do so?
So you can email us, tribepopup@gmail.com.
Okay.
You can follow us on Instagram @tribepopup. That's pretty much it. It's real simple. Shoot us a DM or an Instagram message. Yeah, the same thing. Or an email. Yeah.
Okay, so you all ready for, I have another question. You ready for that?
Here we go.
Are you ready for that?
I'm ready.
What drives you? Why do you wake up every morning?
What drives me? So there is this fire. Well, one, I'm an Aries. April 5th, baby. Okay.
I'm an Aquarius. I found out I'm an air sign and not a water sign, which is just what the hell?
Some straight fire.
I should be.
So there's always
so
there's something always churning in me. For me, it's just this notion that I know there's way more than what I'm being offered in the general world. So I'm not a normal person. I don't know how to be normal.
What is normal?
What is normal? What is regular? And I'm not throwing shade on anybody that has a regular, normal life. But me, I'm not going to be able to do that. It's no shade. We need normal people. We need normal. The world operates with normality in there too. But I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to sit at a desk. I don't know how to sit still. I don't know how to not meet people and be creative and make and do, and I don't know how to do it. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long have you had this fiery desire to be yourself?
Oh, since I was a kid.
Since you were a kid. Did you ever have a moment where
like 4 at least.
Ever had a moment where you forgot who you were?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, in this business, even our creative abilities, that whether I was in music or in business, like you have your low moments and you're like, am I gonna be normal now? Can I be normal? And then you snap out of it. It may go on for like a few weeks.
Yeah.
Some people it goes on for like a year or two.
Some people decades. Some people have decades.
That's not a moment.
So look, so my theory with midlife crises.
Yeah.
Right? So my theory with those is, say you have a man, right? And they usually say men go through midlife crisis, right? And it's usually just like an old time. Just go back to like that 70s show kind of time, right?
Okay.
In that day and age, you graduated high school, you went to the military, you were in war, you got married, had kids, worked at a factory. That was the life. Right?
And you also want to insert beat your wife, weren't a good husband, you were a cheater, made everybody's lives miserable.
We can throw that in there.
Let's throw that in there.
I'm not throwing it. She threw that in there.
I did.
I'm just.
Because I've seen it. Okay. I know what that looks like.
But now let's say, right?
Yeah.
Why would that happen? Because, and here's my theory, right? So, as a young man, once you graduate high school at 18, right, you have a lot of growth to do.
Yeah.
But you didn't get a chance to grow. You were thrown right into a world where you were killing
Well, these
people.
things are taught. These are taught.
I'm gonna say always. I'm not gonna say always.
I will say, and with most of the people that I've experienced that with, and like seeing it and see it kind of play out. I'm only 27, so I've seen this just, my dad or my uncles or that side of the family, and they're in their 50s, same kind of life. And back then too, there was also this choice of if I got in trouble, it was go to the military or go to jail.
Yeah, okay.
So that was something else that was pretty dope. I feel like should be reinstated, but also in the time that we're in war-wise, it's kind of like it's not really that great either. Like it's not even that great of an option anymore. But back then, there wasn't a lot going on.
Yeah.
That shit was like World War II stuff. But my dad age, he fought no war, but still saw stuff, and had the military experience. But I just think that everyone that chooses that path needs to be required to undergo mental health care afterwards.
Yeah.
Because you come back to your family like you're normal, and you're just not. You're not. And you go in one person, and I married this person, I love them, and they're this, and yes, they're everything I wanted them to be, and they come back, and you're like,
I'm sure that,
who's that?
That first,
who are you?
that first, whatever it is, that first death or anything can change you, especially if you're a kid.
Oh, man.
At 18, you're still, so you have not been free. So
You
here's my
haven't
theory.
seen anything.
Here's my theory with life, right? So my first 18 years of life,
Yeah.
I was someone else's property, of my parents' property.
Literally.
Then I went off to school.
Yeah.
I was my own property, but I still relied on my parents there.
And it was only, 5-6 years?
Right.
Like 4 years if you
And
were
even
really
though
smart.
I still didn't know. I just learned about myself.
you don't
Like
know
I'm
yourself.
still working on it, right? So I've 18 years before I was someone else's thing.
Yeah.
For a couple years, I'm my own thing.
Yeah.
And then that's when people say, okay, well, I'm gonna have kids now, and I'm like 25. It's just like, whoa.
Who is that
We
person?
just met you.
Who?
Telling you, like, you just met yourself.
Can't do it.
And-
And you know what? I was this person. In high school, I was very sheltered, and I grew up in like a very strong Christian family or whatever. And so it was like, it was Baptist church, it was church, it was this, it was that. Everything was like cookie cutter. This is who you are, this is who you're going to be, and virgin and this and that, and blah. Just it was like a boiling pot of mess,
Yeah.
just waiting to just bubble over. And so, I had the same boyfriend for like 4 years in high school. Totally loved him. We just knew we were gonna get married and all this other stuff. And then life happened. And then here I am, like 19 in college, crying a river of tears because my ex-boyfriend from high school was talking to me. That was not supposed to be my freshman year. I should have been focused on like this vision of what I thought my life was gonna be based on what I had already calculated.
Yeah.
Also based on what I had been taught. Like 19, you don't know your stuff. You don't want to have 19 with kids, married. Oh, I would have been a disaster.
Yeah, but that's what happens to a lot of people.
No, it doesn't.
Especially if you go to the military, right?
I've seen it.
In the military, once you get in when you're 18, you get married. Because you don't want to be in the barracks. You don't want to be in the rows.
Nope.
And like, I may die, so I want someone to love, right?
Yeah.
You get married at 19,
But
20.
see that right there, having to program yourself to say, I may die. Let's hurry up and get married.
Now
And
you-
you're just picking someone else. She likes me. She's pretty cool. Great. We're getting
You want to know
married.
another theory?
That is nuts.
You ready for this one? All right.
Here we go.
This involves the black people in America. Are you ready for this one? Y'all ready for this one? I've been formulating this theory for the past couple of years, right? And here it is. This is a good one. So, right, if you live in, let's say, Chicago, right? You live in Chicago, and you live in a neighborhood that has gangbangers and stuff like that, and you aren't one, but you live in that life. Every day you think you may not make it.
Oh, yeah.
How does that play on your
Like, what is
mind?
life expectancy? Like
How does that play on your
16,
mind?
18, 21
You're
is
in a
like,
war
oh,
zone.
you made it.
You're in a war
Yeah.
zone. Every day for you is
Yeah.
a battle.
It's literally
So
a
every
battle.
day for you, you're in war, right? And you're like, I
Right.
may not make it.
You're
Especially if you
constantly
are a
looking over your
gangbanger.
shoulder. You're constantly expecting either you or your friend or your cousin, somebody to die.
Yep.
That's just
How does that play on your mind? And then, on that point, how does that
Mental
play?
health.
If you have, there you go. And if you have kids, how do you put that into your kids?
Oh, man.
Right? Because you teach your kids what you know.
literally. And when you
If
know
don't
nothing,
know
your kids know nothing.
Right. And my theory for that one is black people are put into a mental war. So every day.
In an early age.
In an early age.
In early age. And
so
that's
every
in
day
any
you gotta look at
scenario. So that's in that scenario. That's if you were sheltered and like coddled and, you know, in this church cookie cutter scenario. You know, that's in other spaces where other stuff is going on, single mom, single dad scenario. It's in every scenario.
And you see how that.
We got a lot of battles.
So you're saying, see, so
we got a lot of battles to fight with that. Like,
see,
Ooh.
that should be a whole chat.
That's a
session
whole
here.
theory.
That should be a whole thing at the tribe here.
That's a series. Theory is like.
I'm just saying, like my podcast is totally lit.
I'm here. You can have your podcast here. I'm good with that.
Podcast is lit. That would be kind of cool though. Because what I do is I like to do the video part of it and then I extract the audio and do it as well. That'd be kind of sick. What do you all think? TikTok. I like that.
That'd be cool.
All right. So let's see. I have one more question.
Okay.
One more question. Okay. Are you ready for this one?
Here we go.
Okay. If you can control any element, earth, fire, water, or air, what would you control?
Fire.
Why?
I'm a Mario Kart 64 fan. So when I'm driving, it's so childish. As soon as someone cuts in front of me or does anything, I just want to go. I'm so childish, I'm sorry. But I want it to be a ball of fire in my head so I could just be like,
I would also be a firebender.
I want to be fire.
It's an Avatar: The Last Airbender reference, so if they want to plug me and put me in the next cartoon, I'm totally there.
I want to be a fire. And it needs to be quick, just like, that's it. Just ashes. That's what you need to see, just particles.
All right, we're done. We're done with this. See you. So that was Tribe. Hope you all enjoyed it. I had some interviews going on, some chit-chatting. There's a baby crying back there somewhere. But yeah, so that was, the little shop. It's at 733 11th Street, Northeast. And I hope you all pop through, hang out, pick up some stuff, talk to some vendors, just get to know some people because there's some really good folks. So, without further ado, I will end this video. What a shameless plug again to like this video, subscribe to, my channel if you have not already done so. And also tell your friends about me. Comment, chit chat. Let me know what you think. Deuces.